Hey, what's up, Adam? Adam, I'm not gonna say the whole name, just Adam. Yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting for the market to open. I'm in heavy on Rich Tech Robotics, and I'm going to be moving forward. I'm going to be very cautious. Rich Tech Robotics is the only one I'm big on. That's about it. Everything else I'm holding is gonna go back up for me, anyways. Nvidia, I sold a put at 173, 175 put, I believe. And I also am going to sell a covered call maybe today on the Nvidia shares I bought in pre-market. I'm mainly just going to be playing Nvidia from now on, for the time being. Too many signs that we're going to come down. There's a lot of, I noticed there's a lot of people, there's a lot of euphoria. And whenever that comes around, that usually means we're in towards the end of the hype cycle. That's what that means. We're gonna have a blow off top, so to speak. So, hey, good morning, Vindig. But yeah, that's kind of that's what I've been doing. Nvidia, by the way, Nvidia got a nice little price target raise to 300, I believe. Yeah. A buy rating from 200 to 320, a 50% increase, according to them. Although their average return is 22% and their success rate is 45.7%. But I mean, their win rate must be like 100% for Nvidia, because Nvidia's pretty, it's hard to lose on this one. Hey, what's up, Shemaluv? I'm just going to call you Shem, because that's easier. Good old Shem. Yeah, so I'm going to be playing the hedging game now. Just selling calls and puts on Nvidia only. Mara shares should be called away this week, as long as it closes above 21. The sold put on Mara, I think I already bought that back. I think, if I recall. So I'm gonna play it a lot safer. Something doesn't feel right. I'm gonna stand by my gut feeling. I don't care if I hold a bag on Nvidia. That doesn't mean anything. If you guys were around it at the beginning of the year, what happened? The stock market had a huge drop, right? And we actually bought Nvidia at 150, and we held the bag all the way down. Then it came back up for us anyways, and we averaged down, of course. So we ended up making money. You buy the top on Nvidia here, came back up for you. Buy the top here, came back up for you. Buy the top here, came back up for you. Buy the top here, came back up for you. Buy the top here, came back up for you. You can literally buy the top on Nvidia every single time. It always comes back up for you, because it trends on the yearly time frame. So it's like the easiest money ever, as long as you're not going all in. So you can just buy 100, holding a bag on 100 shares of something that just keeps going up on the yearly time frame is no big deal. It's the people that leverage themselves with huge loans and margin and calls, short-term dated calls, are the ones that get absolutely destroyed. But I'm definitely, I am not playing anything else at this point. I'm just gonna sit back. Let the people who want to destroy themselves chase, and let them get destroyed. Though they have to learn the hard way, like everyone else. I've seen these cycles before, these cycles of euphoria. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm here. I don't know what's going on right now with Mumu, but I did get a little message. Dear customers, due to a network issue, some clients may have encountered failures when placing or managing U.S. market orders. We are expediting repairs. So right now, Mumu is not, it's kind of not working for me. It's kind of behaving very odd. That's just something, like it changed my RSI to red for some reason. And it added all these indicators on the right hand side for some reason as well. So I don't know if anyone else is getting this issue with the with Mumu, but yeah, I'm having issues with Mumu right now. Look, is this normal? Are we supposed to have this many moving averages? I don't think we're supposed to have this many. I don't think so. That's gonna be yellow. No, it's, yeah, we'll make that pink. Sure, why not? Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is dealing with this, but I'm getting some weird stuff happening with the with Mumu. And my indicators are not appearing for some reason. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay, so that's that one. So yeah, I just you should write that down. NVIDIA, really easy money. Just buy and sell covered calls and sell puts. 1.1 call and just rinse and repeat. Don't even have to think about it. KSCP, yeah, we already sold that. We already took profit on that. I think I made like what, $500 or something. I don't remember. I've been scalping ever since I saw all the bearish patterns. Too many people are in euphoria right now. Yeah, as soon as the market opens, I might sell a covered call. We'll see. Let me just show you the robotics sector. So the robotics sector, and I think I showed this yesterday. What do you see here on the robotics sector? If there's going to be robots everywhere, if machine is going to replace the human, then you would expect the humanoid robotics ETF to absolutely skyrocket, right? Because this ETF keeps track of the humanoid robots sector. Hey, good morning, AG. This ETF came out in 2024, and it was just going sideways here, and now it's trending. So if machines are going to replace humans, we're going to need we're going to need a lot of them, like millions upon millions, right? Because there's billions of people in this world. So this is just getting started. Because this ETF tracks how the humanoid robots sector behaves, how it's behaving, how it's moving. So robotic stocks are still, you know, they're not being pumped huge like quantum and the other AI stocks. It's being slept on technically. It's not only being recognized like, whoa, there's a lot of potential with this. So robotic sector, long term, I think it's going to be a good hold. I think the bot ETF here has Rich Tech Robotics, I believe, as part of its as part of its holdings. So great performance right now, month over month, from the robotics sector. And it's just a matter of sitting there and waiting. NVIDIA, let's go to the 3-minute time frame, and let's sell that covered call. I need to log in. Too much euphoria in the markets. If anything, it's time to short, but I don't short. Wow, very just exploding. I need to keep an eye on, let's sell that covered call on NVIDIA. Let's see. I could technically buy back the point from yesterday, but I don't care. Let's sell the covered call at what, 180, 190 for a nice 73. Yeah, for a nice 73 bucks. All right, let me alert that in the Discord. Covered call. I win either way, whether it goes up or down. I make money. Like, it's just time to play it safe. So they covered call expiring this week for NVIDIA at 190 strike. There we go. We're gonna get a lot of volatility, so might as well. Is there anything else? Rivian, isn't that one tanking? I think I saw Rivian tank, no? Didn't it go below the purple line? Yeah. It's below. It's technically a buy down here. Nobody wants it on the purple line. So it's technically a buy, right? Look at that. That's actually very, very obvious. Goes under the purple line. Nobody wants it. Goes back up. It literally is like, this is perfection right here. Just fluctuating around it. So technically this is a buy. I don't know anything about the company. The RSI has cooled down quite a bit compared to highs here. Looks good. I wouldn't blame you for buying, but you got to hold for it to come back up to like 1450, then 16. It's not very volatile, so not my kind of stock, personally. Not my kind of play. Too much euphoria in the markets. What the hell is UVXY? I've never even heard of UVXY. I don't do none of that. I don't care for the VIX or any version of it, quite frankly. Don't care for it. PPTA, that's not surprising. LES, UEC, color. We're just gonna go down the list here. Does APLD really want to go higher? Oh yeah, it does. Rich Tech. No, this is not. This is RX. This is RX. Okay. Nah, it just, something doesn't feel right. I still got it. Like, there's this like lingering feeling like, what is NVTS doing? Wow, this one is getting ready to explode, maybe. If it can hold above 2.69. Record Systems is it's an AI play. It's just kind of sitting there at the top though. NVTS should be headed towards 15, but I already made my money on that. That's the thing, people. Too many people, they make money and then they jump back in. like bro, I already made my money. I'm out. I'm buying back the covered calls here that I sold yesterday, I believe. Let me see. Am I up on this position? Let me check. Because I sold our R stock calls. Although I can't tell if I'm up or not. Yeah, I'm up on them. Close selected, market. Alright, close the covered calls from yesterday for a profit. Yeah, I closed my covered calls from yesterday for a profit. Let me just check. Because I got to be quick here. I got to be quick. Where am I? Ah, shit, yeah, no, 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 no. Dumping, 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 dumping. Dumping, I'm gonna dump all the, I'm dumping all of my, because it's about to come back down to my average. And I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not gonna be stupid and let it come down to my average. I will sell it, which is why I just sold the covered calls. I mean, bottom back, bottom back. Let me see, close selected. Market, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not stupid like that. If RR starts to tank, I'm gonna take the prop. I already bought back the covered calls at a profit, but I'm gonna sell the registered robotics because I don't want it to come back. If it comes back down to my average, that would be stupid. I'm not gonna hold that. That's stupid. That's just silly. I'm waiting to see if it's gonna drop or not. Right now, I gotta focus on RR hard because I need that to bounce here, or I am not holding it. I will reposition. Too many people are stupid. They just hold it all the way down to their average. Like, that's silly. If you're watching the charts, you can reposition. You can take the profit and then reposition. It's fine. That's why I bought back the covered calls right now at a profit, but I'm still kind of just I'm being cautious here. I have to be watching this like a hawk, cause too much euphoria in the markets. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. What happens when if stocks are pumping green day after green day after green day? What do you think is gonna happen when all of that comes back as selling pressure? At some point, it's gonna come back as selling pressure. So yeah, if this becomes a big red candle, I'm just gonna reposition. I'm not gonna hold that. That's something people don't do. They don't reposition. They're so afraid of missing out that they're like, am I in the green on these? I'm also in the green on the puts that I sold. I am hedging a lot. I am not comfortable. I'm just not. Let me check RR here. I'm not reading the chat because I really have to focus here on R. I do not want to hold it back down to my average. That's a rule of mine. Too many people don't have rules. You know, there's going to be some people who are going to hold this down to their average. Hell no. I'm here for the swing trade. I'm not here to fucking, hold it long term. I'm here for the swing. I'm not going to hold it down to my average. That's a rule of mine. That's just so dumb. I don't know why people don't have rules. Let's see. What did I buy here? Okay, yeah. If it doesn't hold 8s here, I'm just going to dump it and reposition lower. Yeah. I'm about to dump it if it doesn't hold here. Dump and reposition because on that daily time frame we were supposed to get a breakout. It's not happening. Instead, we're coming on down. And it would be creating not even a double top, but yeah, it has to hold here. Big level. If it runs away from me, I don't care. That's fine by me. It's trying to hold here at 6.80, but what is NVIDIA doing? What is NVIDIA doing? Is it still coming down? Sold a bunch of calls. Oh yeah, I made some good money on those covered calls being bought back. Please use a limit order. Oh shit, no, I have to dump it. Dumping it. I have to. That's my rule. I gotta dump it. Dumped all of my RR here. Because it was coming back. I was like literally $60 away from it, from my average. $60 away from my average. I can't let that happen. So let me alert that. Bought back all the covered calls on RR. Dumped all my RR. Was not going to let it come back down to my average. That's a rule of mine. Yeah, that's a rule of mine. That's a hard rule. That's not like a rule. You have rules and you got to respect them. A lot of people, they blow up their accounts because they don't have rules. They buy in and then they just let it come down to their average, and then they just let it keep going down lower and lower. If it bounces here, I don't care. Whatever. I'll reposition. The catalyst doesn't come till October, till end of month anyways. So, and if I get filled, it'll be the puts, because I have 3 puts for this stock. So if it does come down to, like, I think, what was my, when I sold those puts, what did I sell them at? $6 puts. I have $6 puts. So if it does come down, I'll get filled for 300 shares on RR, and I'm fine with that. But one thing I'm not going to do is fucking hold it all the way down. No. We don't do that on this channel. I've been hedging so much. Just nothing but covered calls and sold puts on Mara, TSSI, and NVIDIA. Regtech Robotics, I had to run. There was no way. I'll reposition. I'll reposition. Yeah, people don't reposition. They're so scared of missing out that they don't reposition. AG, thank you, Shades. Your thoughts on D Pro? Is that that's just a rule of mine. If you want to follow my rules, write that rule down. If holding a stock and you're up on it and it's coming down, watch it like a hawk on the 3-minute time frame. If it's not holding support levels, be ready to hit the sell button, because you do not want to hold it down to your average. That's just silly. If you're swing trading, just to be clear, if you're holding long term, you don't need to have those rules. You just keep investing. If you're day trading, that's a whole nother strategy. But yeah, it doesn't look, if it doesn't hold here on that breakout, this is a bull flag. It's supposed to break out and go higher. That's not what's happening. It's showing too much weakness. D Pro, what about D Pro? Wow, yeah, D Pro, nice and high up there. It has to break 1440 to go higher. I mean, pretty much looks like RR, right? Like this if this is a bull flag, it's supposed to break out and go higher. It did it last time. I can show you here. Oops, what the hell? Let me go. Give me a second. So this is what happened last time, right? And what happened? It led to a big green candle. That's not what's happening here. We look at this. It just green day after green day after green day after that breakout. That's not what's happening right now. Instead, it's the opposite. One green candle and then and a pretty weak one too, followed by a sell-off. We'll see how it closes end of day, but we still have to keep in mind we're near a top. And the catalyst comes in what, end of October. So it's just a rule of mine. Like, I'm not gonna fucking hold it down to my average. That's stupid. Support is at 590. So I have 3 sold puts, I believe, for this week, expiring this week, I believe. Yeah, no, expiring next week. So we'll see if it comes down. Although I'm tempted to just get out and just not bother with this one. Well, no, we'll see. Not bother with this one in the sense that not bother with the sold puts. Let me see. What's NVIDIA doing? Is it still coming down? Yeah, even NVIDIA, if NVIDIA is red, is Palantir red too? It's barely holding on up here. Yeah. And I said this yesterday. If you guys watched yesterday's stream, what did I tell you? Like, NVIDIA is red. That gives me kind of like, that doesn't make sense. If the company that everyone's buying chips from is red, that's like you need to be careful. That's what that means. I cannot answer questions right now in the Discord because I'm live streaming. Thank you, Shade. Would you sell quadruple U? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, write that rule down. If holding a swing trade and the stock is coming down, do not you know, I essentially had a stop loss above my break even is what I just did. Um, Quadruple U at a high. Uh, I mean, how much are you up? I mean, if you're, I mean, what's your? You see, when people ask me, "Hey, would you sell this stock?" Like, bro, what's your? You have no game plan. That's what that tells me. If you have a game plan, then you should have already. You shouldn't be asking. I don't know where you bought. I don't know. You're not giving me enough information. If you bought today and you're in the or yesterday and you're in the green, take it because that's a nice little swing. But you know, you should always have a game plan. Like write it down. I'm buying you quadruple U at 10 and selling it at 25, and stick to your price target and then sell. Like you don't question it. You have to be like a machine. You don't question it. You don't go, oh my god, what if it goes to 100? That's you being human and being greedy and thinking in your head, man, if I saw 25 for 150%, what if it, I miss out on more? Like there's gonna be more plays. There's gonna be more opportunities. That's just you being human. You gotta not be human in the markets. You gotta be a machine. So quadruple U, I don't know how far. I don't know where you bought. I don't know where you are looking to. I don't know. Maybe it is a sell. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. If I bought down here at $8 and I'm up hundreds of percentages, I would take the profit for sure. I can say that much. Can you help me see SMR whether I can still add now? SMR. There's rules for a reason, guys. Rules for a reason. SMR. Wait, what? You want to add SMR? Why do you want to add? What's the, like, see, when you ask me that, what does that mean, though? Why do you want to add? What's the catalyst? What's going on with this one? It is moving. It has to break out above 55 to go higher. Which it might. Let me check, let me check the monthly. This one looks not bad at all. The quarterly is performing very well. Monthly, double top is what that looks like. That looks like a very, very, very clear double top on the monthly. Here if it can break out, it'll move another like $30 with the kind of euphoria we're in. But that's a double top that might form. It hasn't formed yet, but it might. So you kind of have to be careful here. I don't know if you're averaging up or what you're doing, but yeah, the most important thing for this stock is that it breaks and holds above 55 today. Like it has to do it today, this week. Like it has to do it soon. It cannot. If it just consolidates up here and then breaks down, I mean, good luck. And this is a buy at the purple line apparently. Likes to come down here. Yeah, also, I've noticed a lot of people have been chasing, like they're chasing stocks that are like just absolutely running in hopes that it runs further. So that's another thing that gives me like this is we're going to reach the end of the hype at some point. Like the gravy train can't go on forever. And I think Tom Lee might be wrong here. He says we're going to go into it like a 3-year bull run. I think he's full of it. I think you know, I disagree. Yeah, Palantir and Nvidia showing weakness. If the company that everyone buys chips from is showing two red days like this, if it's showing this kind of weakness, and it drops back to 175, which I have a put sold there, so I'll gladly pick up those shares and then flip them. But yeah, that's not good. It's not good when the company that you buy tons of chips from starts tanking. It should start sending everything else down. What is Mara doing? Red. BMNR. If it doesn't. Oh, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Is BBAI pulling back? What else? Is everything just pulling back? Rich said robotics. If I had held this, I mean, whew, I'd be already at break even. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Bitcoin just did something really stupid, by the way. For those of you who can't tell. It's creating a bear flag, and not only is it creating a bear flag, but it's also getting ready to break down below the purple line. Notice how here on the purple line it held it, right? It touched the purple line and bounced off of it, right? Bounced off of it. Notice how it always, look at that, bounced off of it here. Here it's trying to hold the purple line. If it does not hold that line in the sand, that technically means we're in a we're gonna see a lot more selling pressure. Let me put it that way, which would send it down to 100K. Which I think I said this in my previous stream. I told you guys, or maybe it was one of my videos. This big red candle came down as low as 102K. That the buyers showed up, right? But the problem is that those buyers used up all their powder. So when it comes down here again, the buyers are not going to have the money anymore because they already blew their wad here. This is what this is. This is how you have to think of it. Buyers already blew their wad buying this dip. So when it comes down here again, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy the dip, but they're already blew all their wad here. So it's gonna be a weaker dip buy, which should send it down to 100K, and that's where we're gonna see if buyers show up for sure. Because if it doesn't hold, if it doesn't hold 100K, we come down. We can come down as low as like 80K, because this is volatile, right? It can drop thousands of dollars and rise thousands of dollars in one day. So if Bitcoin starts drop, if Bitcoin does not hold this purple line, it would just be bearish. It would. I don't want to call it a bear market, but that would be the first time since the previous bear market here of 2020. Well, the short-term downtrend here of 20. Oh, this happened this year. Yeah. So the last time we went under that purple line, we kind of just went into a 4-month down. It was just 4 months of downside, right? So that's the problem here, and a lot of people aren't reading this and seeing what's happening. The gravy train can't go on forever, and I feel sorry for Joey Shaw, because Joey Shaw, he is leveraged. He bought a bunch of MSTR calls and a bunch of BM&R calls, which, by the way, his BM&R calls might get destroyed, because if this does not hold, Ethereum is not going to hold, so Ethereum will tank. We're already seeing NVIDIA also one of the strong. NVIDIA is the king of semiconductors, right? I want you to write this down. NVIDIA is the king of semiconductors. Everyone needs the chips from somebody. They're not going to go, U.S. companies are not going to go to China. They're going to be buying that from AMD, NVIDIA, or the other ones. But it's mostly NVIDIA, right? Bitcoin is the king of crypto. If those two are showing weakness, what do you think is going to happen if they both start tanking? Because if NVIDIA doesn't hold here, it's going to get ugly. Bitcoin, same thing. If it doesn't hold here, I mean, last time this happened, what happened? We just went down for a few months. So yeah. So that's what's going on. This is why I'm being so cautious. If it weren't for this, I'd be I'd be holding RR still. But I gotta follow my rules. Okay, let me read the chat. What are your thoughts on Wolf? Isn't that the Bitcoin miner that already exploded a ton, if I recall? Wolf, whoa. What do I think of Wolf? I mean, I don't think of anything of it. I don't care for it. It's already moved. It's already ran away. It has to break 619 to go to 20. If you're going to buy, you better have strategy, because these things are volatile. It can literally gap down 10-20%. And you'd also be chasing as well. Yeah, no, I'm going to continue to hedge. I am going to continue to sell just covered calls and puts on NVIDIA and Mara and TSSI. There's no way in hell I'm going to be going long right now. Because we're going long. If you're going long right now, you're going long at highs. You're going long at highs. That's what you're doing. Which is silly. To me, it's silly. Obviously, I have rules. I have strategies for days, guys. So this has to break out today above 1630 ideally, and you can go to like 17 then 18. So if you want to take the risk, go for it, and then set a stop at the low of 1550. Because if it breaks the low here, it'll just come back down to 14s. So there's the strat real quick that I just came up with. Yeah, you would have to buy it and a stop loss down here. Wouldn't be a bad idea if you're day trading it, or looking to position yourself with strategy more than anything. So sell out if stocks go to your average. It depends on your strategy. Yeah, if you're swing trading, yeah. If you're day trading, you're looking to get in and out, so you would already have a stop loss anyways. And if it's moving in your favor, you would move your stop to break even. So either way, you're getting stopped out at your average at that point. But if you're swing trading, I have a rule where if I'm green in the stock and it comes down, why would I hold it down? Like that doesn't make sense. Like imagine being in the green like $800 on Rage Tech Robotics, and it just starts coming down. Like it's and it goes to your average. Sure, I could add more, but I'm not looking to invest in this. If you're investing, sure, just keep averaging down. Yeah, buy the red, right? But I'm looking to swing trade. I'm looking to get in and out. And the catalyst for Rich Tech Robotics is 2 weeks away, so I don't have to position myself right now. I can reposition later. That's just how I think, how I see it. So yeah, so it depends on context. But for swing trading, that's the rule I have. There are exceptions, of course. Nvidia just keeps going up on the yearly time frame, so I can just. We have a 100% win rate in the Discord on that one, and Mara stock as well. Those are our 100% win rate stocks, because I know how to trade those like the back of my hand. I just know them. I just know them. Like it's hard to lose on a stock you've mastered. Nvidia, let me show you Nvidia one more time. I think I showed this at the beginning. Let's pretend you're a complete moron, and you buy the top here at $34. Guess what? It came back up for you. Now let's say you buy the top here again at 96. Oh, it came back up for you. Let's say you buy the top here at 139. Oh, came back up for you. At 151. Oh, came back up for you. Let's say I buy the top here at 190, 185. Oh, it's going to come back up for me. How do I know this? How do I know this? I know you're wondering, how do you know? Oh, whoa, is that the yearly time frame? Whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Since 20, when was the last, since 2013, NVIDIA has had all these green ears and 2 red ears, and those 2 red ears were nothing more than a dip buying opportunity. So it's hard to lose, and I always say this, it's hard to lose on NVIDIA because it just keeps going up, and everyone has to buy the chips. So it's not like there's no choice here. You can't ignore the data telling you like, yep, we just keep going up. So on the daily time frame, if you hold a big bag at the top, if you can literally you could be 0 IQ, and I tell you to buy the top here, it still comes back up for you, and you still make money. This has been forever, right? You buy up here at 15, it comes back up for you and goes to 34. You buy at 34, it comes back up for you and goes to 90. Like rinse and repeat. This is like the easiest money you could ever make. So there are exceptions to my rules, and NVIDIA is one of them. This is why I always tell people choose NVIDIA over AMD, because NVIDIA is just, it's number one, it's king. It just is. So that's all. There's a lesson right there. It's up to you if you want to take the lesson away or whatever. I really wish I had explanation for NU AI. It's FOMO speculation happening. There's no explanation. It's just the market right now is in a state of euphoria. So people are just chasing anything that's moving that has the name AI in it and infrastructure or whatever. That's what's happening. Because the technicals, like this is not normal. Like this is not. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Nick. This is not normal, and there's a lot of people right now who are gonna in the future, near future, they're gonna get destroyed. And then there's going to be people who are going to walk away from the stock market thinking, wow, it's a scam. And then there's going to be people who walk away from it thinking they're like, the bee's knees. They're gonna think that the stock market is this way naturally. They're gonna think like, oh my God, stocks just go up 20% every day, 50% every day. Oh my God, this is so easy. They're gonna be overconfident, and then they're gonna get destroyed anyways. That's usually, I've seen this before. I've been through the cycles over and over again. This always happens. This is not normal. This is euphoria. That's what it is. AI in the name, it explodes, and it's just gonna keep going. Until the market until the kings decide to drop. Once Nvidia starts dropping like crazy, and you see Bitcoin King, the crypto king Bitcoin start dropping, you're gonna see everything else follow. And I said this yesterday. I'm like, that's so weird that everything is bouncing except for the king, Nvidia. That was very odd to me. That had nah. What do you think about LAS? LAS or LAC? I know not Moon Market. Who was the one who talked about LAS or LAC? Who was it? I think it was Zip Trader U. I haven't even watched this video because I don't like to play stocks that other people are talking about. LAS? LAS? There's no LAS, so there's no LAS. Flex Parade, there's no LAS. Is DraftKings a good buy? Didn't it drop below the purple line? Yeah, it's technically a good buy here. It is. It is. It's technically a buy, but if I was playing this, I would just go trade something else. Like I'd just buy something else. Something better. Because has this just been going sideways for like a month after? Yeah, this is garbage. This has been going sideways since forever. 2024 of November. This thing is, wow. On the yearly time frame, this thing has gone nowhere since 2020. This is garbage. I wouldn't even trade this. But technically, it's a buy. Technically, on the monthly time frame, it always comes down to the support level and finds buyers and rallies back to like 40 to 45. So it's technically a buy, and I'd have a stop loss at like 32. Because if it breaks below 32, you're coming down to 30, and then if it breaks below that, you'd be coming down to even lower. At that point, if this breaks below 32, that would probably be confirmation of a bear market. Because the last time we had a bear market on DKNG, it did break down a key support level here, and it sent it down as low as $10. Because that's what happens in a bear market. So this is like a very key level, and probably very indicative of what could happen in the future if this doesn't hold. So it's a buy. It's a buy. But please have have a take profit strategy and have a stop loss somewhere. Definitely, I would just buy a stop loss down here, and because the risk reward ratio is pretty good. Either you get stopped out at what, $3 loss per share, or you make like $5 to $10 per share. But you know how people are. People aren't strategic. They just want to buy, and everything goes to moon basically. I could see a head and shoulders pattern forming on the Bitcoin chart. Head and shoulders on Bitcoin, really? On what time frame? Because this looks like a bear flag, and if it doesn't hold purple line, we're coming on down. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, I see it. Shoulder, head, shoulder. That's actually interesting. Let me look at the weekly. See, on the weekly time frame, we've been okay. So you guys see this, right? Oops, not that. Let me show you something. You guys see this? Where is it? There we go. So Bitcoin. What did Bitcoin do in the past? It went sideways here, right? And then what happened? It did not hold, and it tanked. It tanked here. Literally dropped from 94 to a low of 75. So what, 20K? Well, from highs of 110 dropped to 75K. So it dropped what, 45K? So if this drops 45K again, it would drop from 126 to what, 85? No, 80. What am I saying? It would drop to 80K. And is there support at 80K? There's support at 80 to 90K, which would kind of make sense. And the patterns just tend to repeat like that. Look at that. It looks literally the same. Like there's no difference. Finds a trading range, then comes down, then goes higher. Trading range, it would come down, take a breather, then go higher. It did it here again. This is just a rinse and repeat, right? Look at that. So that's normal. This is actually expected. We would expect it to break down and tank 40K seemingly every time. And that's why you can't ignore these patterns. And it's funny, I'm showing you these patterns, and there's going to be some really stupid people who are going to be like, oh, not this time. This time it's different. This time it's going to be different shades. Yeah, they said that every single time, and it every single time played out the same way. I don't know. It's just weird when people see patterns and they just choose to, like, I don't know, cover their eyes. Yeah, that is a head and shoulders for sure, in my opinion. Combined with a bear flag and combined with the monthly pattern that I just showed you, you can't tell me we're not going to drop. That's what it looks like. So Joey Shaw, if you're watching this, you're about to get demolished on your calls, which I told you about, which is why I kept telling you not to buy calls. First time hearing about R, do you have a video on the details about it? Nope, no details. That's an exclusive. I haven't been making videos because that's an exclusive play for the Discord. So, nope, I know nothing about it. It's just sitting there, and it looks like it's going to go red. So I'm not buying. What do you mean Catalyst is 2 weeks away for RR? I don't mean anything by it. It's garbage. It's trash. Ignore it. Anyways, can you take a look at QSI? QSI or QS? QS is another. Oh, QuantumScape? No. Quantum SI. What about it? Wow. Yeah, the quantum sector has been performing. What do you want me to say about it though? I got in at $1, then keep holding. Hold for 3. There's no reason to sell. It's big green today. I would just hold. Who told me about this one? I forgot who told me. Somebody did tell me about this one at like 122, and I was like, eh. I just don't care for quantum right now. I want to buy them when they aren't, exploding. This thing exploded to $5 last time. So you can see that quantum stocks have cycles, right? Huge hype cycle, sends it to $5 and comes back to the purple line. Another mini hype cycle, I guess you could call that. It comes back under the purple line. Nobody wants it. Boom, another hype cycle. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Literally, it just rinse and repeats. You just got to be patient and let it come down. It's going to come down at some point. People who told me that it wasn't going to come down, it was going to go to $10 here, they were wrong. It did come down from 5 to, 1.38 at the purple line. So you're looking good, buddy. Continue to hold. Hold for 3. If it can break above 270 and hold, we should see 3 followed by 350 and then 4 and then 5. So no reason to sell, no big red candle. I don't like to chase, but you're looking good. Thoughts on LPLA? Continually, currently discounted big. Keeps going up on yearly. I've never even heard of that one. What is it? LPLA? Is it going up on the yearly? It is, huh? And it likes to use that the purple line as support on the weekly. Interesting. My thoughts on it is technically it's a. Why is it stuck in a downtrend though? It is stuck. Well, yeah. Wow. That looks like it's ready to break out. This would be like you'd buy here, and if it gets the breakout, take the profit because it would run to like 350. If it doesn't break out, then take the loss and move on, or look to reposition if it's gonna decide to break out down here somewhere. But it's a very clear falling wedge, and it always recovers back above the purple line, trending on the yearly time frame. I like the setup. Would I buy it? Hell no, but I like the setup. I like this. I would not blame you. I would not blame you. That looks so good. But I don't know anything about this stock to play it. So, looks good. That's a good play right there. You got everything lining up for you under the purple line. History of always coming back above it. Likes to have huge pumps. So, bullish falling wedge. This is one hell of a play. Is there an inverse head and shoulders on Mara? Is there? I'm in Mara right now via the covered calls and the sold put. Oh no, I think I bought back the sold put if I recall. But I'm going to make my money on the covered calls as long as this doesn't decide to drop huge under 21 again, or else I'm going to be pissed. What is it? Inverse head and shoulders on Mara? I don't see it. What time frame are we talking about? Funny enough, Mara is about to come into a very big trendline resistance level. So I might see some selling pressure here at 24s. Because last time it came to that trend line, it got pushed down. So that's something to keep an eye on. Which is why I'm a little concerned, like, come on, man, you better stay above 21. And so my covered calls can... So my shares can get called away. Ascending triangle breakout. I don't see the inverse head and shoulders, man. I don't know what time frame you're looking at. I don't see it. LAC is at the top, my friend. I'm not buying that. And I think Zip Trader, you talked about it. And so if his people are buying here, they're getting dumped on right now. I don't know anything about it though. So I don't. Weekly time frame, monthly. Wow, it's trending on the monthly now. Quarterly. Man, this one was a buy down here at $3. There's a huge pump here. I'm assuming on hype. This has to close above 10 if it wants to continue. That's pretty much the only thing I can say about it. Has to close above 10. But don't you expect the bull market to keep artificially rolling onto the next? Huh? What is this guy talking about? But don't you expect the bull market to keep artificially rolling into the next? I don't care what about elections. I don't care about none of that. That doesn't matter to me. All that matters is the charts and what are the charts saying. And what are the charts saying? The charts are saying we're gonna go down. So yeah, look at, like I don't care about anything other than the charts. The charts are data, and when data shows you we're gonna go down, how do you? How you can't just like, close your ears and be like, oh, I don't see it. Like that doesn't make sense. So yeah, doesn't have anything. That election markets don't have to do anything with one another. Elections have nothing to do with whether we're gonna have a bull market or bear market. Bull markets and bear markets come and go, whether there's an election or not. So, very, very interesting question though. That you have some kind of correlation. You think there's like some kind of correlation between election and market conditions. Did you sell Mara? I did, and then I sold a put at like 19, if I recall, and then I bought 400 shares of Mara via sold puts, and then I sold 4 covered calls at 21 strike. So I'm gonna make my money anyways on Mara. So yeah, I'm about to sell off all Mara via the covered calls because I like to get paid to sell it off. I didn't think it was gonna explode above 21 like that, but it did. So I took profits from KSEP holding all cash at the moment. That's smart play. Marshall Piper, same thing. I'm just no, I'm not holding all cash. I'm holding a lot of cash. Let me put it that way. Shades, if you're currently holding MSTR at 330, would you take the loss if it breaks below 30? Hell no, I'm going to add more. We're buying shares. That guy from Mars. The difference between me and Joey Shaw is that he's using margin. He's borrowing money. He's taking out loans. He's using leverage. He's buying, what else? He's using call. He's buying MSTR calls. So that's the difference between me and him. Is I'm just buying shares. I got infinite time on those. There's no expiration date on shares. If it breaks below 300, I'm going to add 25 more. I'm going to add to that one. Again, we're in a bear market. Well, I shouldn't say that. I take that back. We're not in a bear market. But, if a stock keeps selling off, what do you call that? A downtrend, I guess. So, yeah. So I'm just going to add 25 more and start selling covered calls on it, on MSTR. Because Joey Shaw does that, but he's kind of not as good as me at all. Like Joey Shaw, he is leveraged. He is, a lot of people lost a lot of money last Friday. He is about to lose a lot of money because he's just going to hold the red all the way down. So that's the thing. He's a good signal. I know Joey Shaw, I know you're watching this, but you're basically a good signal. Like if when you were buying all this leverage and taking out loans and margin and all this other crap, when you told me about the loan, I knew right then and there, like, I've seen this before. It does not end well. If it was that easy, then we would all take out loans. We would all take out margin. We would all, borrow money from the bank and go all in on calls because clearly that's so easy, right? So he's going to get destroyed, and he's right now on his knees hoping that I'm wrong, because if I'm right, he gets destroyed. If I'm wrong, he makes a lot of money. But unfortunately for him, I'm not. This isn't my opinion. This is what the data is telling us. So we're going to be fine on the MSTR. If you want to add more with me, look forward to that alert under 300, because I would expect it to go under 300 if Bitcoin breaks down below that purple line. Mike sounds better now. RR is garbage. RR is garbage. What is RR doing? Did it bounce? No, it's red. Like I said, if NVIDIA looks like it wants to tank, we would expect RR to drop too. So, yeah. So I'm just, the catalyst comes in 2 weeks. We got plenty of time. We don't have to position ourselves right now. But this bull flag is bullshit. It should have broken out like this. Green day after green day after green day. Not this. This is the fact that there's a weak bull flag breakout here. It's like the buyers should be showing up right now, but they're not. No worries. Appreciate it. Shout out to Flex Parade. Mr. Invisible to you. 8-year time frame. First inverse shoulder in 2018. 8-year time frame. I don't think I can go back that far. Yeah, no, I can't go back that far on Mara. Is that what we're talking about, Mara? I don't see anything. In fact, all I see is another wedge, which it's either gonna break out of and go to 35, or it's gonna, come down. So yeah, I don't see it. Yearly time frame. I don't. It's still a wedge on the yearly time frame. I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. What do you think of RZLV? Didn't I already talk about that one? RZLV. What do I think of it? Yeah, poor Joey Shaw. He's gonna get absolutely smacked. Oh, by the way, there's a couple. I'm not gonna name names. Besides Joey Shaw, there are other girls in the Discord and other guys who also bought a lot of leverage, and they are absolutely getting destroyed on some of those. So yeah. So there's too many people who have joined the Discord who have told me the same story. I bought, all these calls short-term dated, and I need help. And by I need help, they really mean I'm a gambler and I need to get out of gambling and actually use strategy like you do. That's really what it is. They're just gambling. If you're just throwing money and hoping, that's gambling. That's what that is. And you can win money in gambling, sure, but long term, the house wins usually. Because usually gamblers, they're addicted. So they just keep throwing a lot of money and more money at the markets until they lose it all at some point. That's just how it ends up playing out. So it is a casino in a way because that's how they treat it. I don't have anything to say about this one. It recently bounced here off of this support, maybe creating a double bottom, maybe. I don't see anything in particular that makes me bullish on it. My AMD is up 149%. My BBAI is up 90%. I'm thinking of taking profit on one of them for the cash. Which would you hold? AMD. Hold AMD. Hold AMD. I would hold AMD. Hold AMD. Don't sell covered calls because you'll get those called away. Hold AMD. Hold AMD. DR Kirby. Hold AMD. Hold AMD. Don't listen to Chris Huang. He wants you to sell covered calls and get caught. Hold AMD. You can make like 500% plus over even more than that over the next few years, but you got to be willing to hold. BBAI is up 90%. BBAI has to hold here, or we're gonna start coming down again. Because we had to break above that to go to even to where it went to a 9.30 so 39. BBAI has to hold here, has to find buyers here. I even predicted this. I predicted this, guys. Remember, I drew these lines telling you, hey, we're gonna break out and then we're gonna come back down and retest this which should be support, and then we would bounce and go higher back to 10 plus. So if buyers don't show up today, this should start. I mean, it would come down to low 8s again. So this is actually a very important day for BBAI. It has to hold here, or it's just going to come back down into this range, which would kind of suck. But I wouldn't sell BBAI just yet. I would still hold it because this is kind of like what we predicted, right? I drew the lines here yesterday, I think, on stream. Up, pull back to support, and then we go higher. So I would continue to hold BBAI for now. But keep a close eye on it. Yeah, Rich Tech Robotics, not really. I'd be in the red right now if I hadn't, followed my rule of immediately not letting stocks come down to your average. That's why you have rules. I could see this literally coming down to low sixes again. But I have sold puts there, so I'll be able to. Hopefully, I get filled on those. AMD long term. Okay, let's see. ACAT thoughts. ACAT thoughts. What are my thoughts on ACAT? This thing is just like trending to the downside. Like, I don't have enough data to. I don't know what to do with this. There's support here at 90. Has to hold 90. That's it. That's all I can tell you. I don't. There's no. Yeah, there's very clear support here at 90. Has to hold 90. It previously got, yeah, it has to break $1 to go higher. So it's kind of just stuck between 90 and $1. So if you want to play it, you got to buy and set a stop loss under probably at 0.87, and it's a good risk to reward ratio. If it comes down, you get stopped out, lose what, 10%, 15%. If it breaks above 1, I mean, we can't even measure it. What am I doing? So if you buy here and it breaks above 1, it would send it to 115 for a nice 20. Yeah, you kind of have like a 1-for-1 risk to reward ratio right now. Yeah, you have a 1-for-1 risk to reward. So it's not bad. That's not bad. That's good. A 1-for-1 risk to reward ratio is very good. So if you buy here, set a stop at 0.88, you lose 9%. But if it breaks out above 1, or even if you just flip it at $1, you kind of, yeah, this is actually pretty good risk to reward. Not my kind of play. I like to buy them at the purple line, with some exceptions, of course. CSI. There's no CSI. Unless I typed it wrong, there is no CSI. Although I don't play on my AMD dog. UPS has been falling for years and finally hit support. It should bounce, right? I mean, I think I remember seeing this one. Yeah, it's right at support. It's right, yeah. It also looks like a bear flag if I recall, right? Or something like that. Yeah, this is a big support level down here at around 74 to 80. And I don't know, why is it behaving? Is this cyclical? Like, why is it behaving like this? This is horrendous. I've never seen such a. I think I talked about this. Yeah, I think I talked about this a few streams ago, and I told people like, hey, there's support down here at 82, so that's where it's a buy. If you buy here, I mean, you better have a stop loss at 82, 81.50 or something. Because, I mean, this thing just has a pattern of, breaks down, goes higher, breaks down, goes higher, breaks down, goes higher, breaks down. It comes, like, that's actually very interesting. It breaks down, touches the purple line, breaks down, touches the purple line, breaks down. It has not touched the purple line. So I don't know how to interpret that. Should I interpret this as even bigger weakness? Because now there's less buyers who are willing to push it to the purple line, where then the profit taking happens and then it comes lower. So yeah, this is just a very, it's technically a buy. On the quarterly, that's very strong support that has to hold. Like, it has to hold it. Or if it breaks down, I mean, it's just going to die at 60s. So not a bad play either. But, like, if you ask me, would you play it? Hell no. I'll play something that's trending. For years, it's been falling. God, yeah, I wouldn't buy that then. For years, how many years is? Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and each year it seems like and it's accelerating how much it's falling. This has never happened before. Why is this happening? I think the biggest question is why. Does anyone know why this is happening? 4 years since 2021. 4 years of just dropping. Why is that happening? That's the bigger question. I mean, if you want to take the risk, buy it, but no, not for me. I'm not buying that. If a lot of your account is in cash, are you looking to rotate back? Am I looking to rotate back into crypto on Bitcoin dip? No, I don't buy crypto. So I buy Bitcoin miners, but no, I'm not going to be buying anything other than MSTR on the dip. I'll buy 25 shares and look to sell covered calls. That's about it. And I'll be looking to buy MSTR probably at 230 because if Bitcoin does crash, we should see MSTR crash down to 230. Came down as low as 230 back then in the previous drop, and then it pumped to 450. So if it does break down, it would have to come down to 230. We'll see what happens. Let me look at Bitcoin again, make sure it's not doing anything stupid. It's trying, like I said, it's fighting for its life here at the purple line. It's just been going sideways here. It's fighting for its life. If it does not hold, we come down. I bought 20 shares of APOD today. I'm up 33%. You're going to end up holding a bag. Guys, Seb Luke is the kind of guy to chase and then hold a bag. These are the people that I tell you about. They're in my Discord. They don't listen and they chase. And we were talking about APLD back when it was under $10. This guy's buying it up here for a flip. So if you have Discord members buying, taking out loans, getting leverage and margin and buying, chasing highs, that's your signal to that's like a signal right there. That's always a signal. Like there's too much euphoria and excitement to the point where someone feels the need to chase because, oh my God, what if I miss out on, they think APLD is going to go like 10x from here. So that's a signal right there. You literally have a little human as a signal, both Joey Shaw and Seb Luke. So thank you, Seb Luke, for letting me know not to chase APLD. I'll sit back and relax. It'll come back down nice and cheap to the purple line at some point. Mr. Invisible to you, I'm starting with 2K on my portfolio. Will I be able to see figures following your plays? Hell no, you won't. You're pathetic with 2K. That's not happening, buddy. That's garbage. I don't even want you in my Discord if you have that little. I think I have a rule. Do I have that in my? I'm gonna check my Patreon right now. I think on Patreon I have a rule: do not join if you have less than 10K, because that's just trash. You're not gonna grow. You're not gonna grow with that little. Like I think I remember someone joined my Discord and they're like, I only have $500, and I'm like, fuck you. Here's your refund. Don't join. You need 10K plus to make the most out of my Discord. Hell no, you're not gonna make anything, buddy. 2K is just pathetic. I'm telling you from experience, the people who join my Discord with that little, they don't succeed because they're so desperate to grow, from 2K to 10K. It's better to just get the 10K first and then you're fucked. That's 2K is too little. Too little. I'm not even gonna pretend. I've had to boot people. I've had to literally give people the boot out of my Discord because they tell me, oh, I only have 1K. I only have 3K. No, fuck off. Here's your refund. Go get a job. Because sometimes these people tend to be unemployed and they're desperate. And I'm just not gonna deal with people like that. Like, go get a job and nah, hell no. No. I will immediately ban you if you even, hell no. I might just ban you right now for asking something that pisses me off when people join that don't have enough money. The stock market's for people with money. If you only got 2K, get out of here. Like, that's not, it's, no, I don't even apologize. Hell no. I think most people in the Discord that I know of at least have more than 10K, 20K, 30K, 50K, 80K, 100K, like... It's mostly older people that are Gen X who have money in the bank because they've saved up over the course of, their lifetime. So that's the kind of people that I want in my Discord, not people who are poor. Because 2K is just pathetic, man. You make 10%, you only make 200. You're going to grow so slow, it's not even worth it. I'm not even going to pretend. Also bought 100 shares BF and up 5%. Yeah, Seb Luke, I know you're buying. I know you're chasing. I know you are. And it's going to catch. You're going to get caught one of these days. I'm sure. When you're chasing like that and you're getting cocky and confident, that's how I know that stocks are going to dump at some point. Because you're a signal. And you're doing the same thing you did last time. We talked about this, bro. We talked about this literally 8 months ago. What did I tell you? I'm telling you right now the same thing I told you 8 months ago. you're chasing stock because you want to make 5, 10, 20% every day. You want to get rich quick. I get it. I mean, your account went from like what, 4K to 20K. You grew your account quite a bit, but you started with quite a bit. You started with 10K. That's now your account is at what, 21K, 22K. Like, you're doing fine. You're doing great, but please be very careful if you're gonna chase. Please use the MACD strategy, because you don't want to get caught like you did 8 months ago. Because 8 months ago you lost quite a bit of money. If you recall, you lost quite like thousands of dollars because you were chasing highs. That you're doing it again. I'm just making sure to remind you to have strategy and be very careful, because you are the kind of guy that'll hit the blunt and then be like, man, I'm going to go all in on APLD here at $40, and then it decides to tank and you're going to come crying to me again. And I don't want that to happen. So please be very careful. Well, what do you expect? The economy is getting harder. People can't afford to order through UPS anymore. I don't even order through UPS. I just order from Amazon. So maybe that's why UPS is dying. Put it in Sybil Invisible. Put it in Sybil. Sybil. What do you think of Invisible just died. His heart just died because I just told him off. Hell no, dude. Too many people have joined the Discord, and my Discord is $50 a month, and they only have 1,000 to trade with. The cost of the Discord is gonna just take away your gains. It's not worth it to join my Discord if you have less than 10K. Like I've run the Discord for 4+ years now. I'm telling you from experience, if you ever open up your own Discord, just be aware there's gonna be some desperate people that want to join, who want to get rich quick, who want you to take their $500 to $1 million, which is just like ridiculous. And they're usually unemployed, or they have some kind of alcohol problem or whatever. So I'm telling you right now, as a Discord owner, if you ever open up your own Discord, just be very careful. There's gonna be some very weird people that join, some really trolly people, some people that just don't have money, bro. If you ever open up your own Discord, just be very aware that you're gonna have to deal with some weird people, man, and some people that are just poor and desperate. So that's why you have that paywall. But the problem is that paywall is $50. If you have less than 2K or less, that's the cost of the Discord is just gonna eat away at your gains. So this channel ain't gonna help you grow with that little. I'm sorry, it just isn't. It's for people who got money, at least 10K. This is why my channel attracts people who are Gen X, because my channel is mostly followed by Gen X. So it's people who already have money, who are motivated, disciplined, who are willing to listen, who are not desperate. Usually, there are some exceptions, but it's mostly the millennials and younger that are desperate. And yeah, I'll stop there. What do you think of BitF, Bitcoin mining? I think it's at a high and it could go higher, but I'm not going to chase it. Sebluk. Just joined. MP is down today. Good to buy some more. What are you buying it for? Galina Kian, are you buying it for long term, or like what's the strategy? People always ask me these questions, and I'm like, well, what's the strategy though? That's my question to you, Galina. What's the strategy? MP is down today. So what are you are you day trading it? Are you looking to swing trade it back to 100 plus? Are you looking to hold it long term? Like what do you? You need to be more specific with what are you trying to do with it? I think it's time to sell NUAI. Is it? NUAI. Oh, wow. NUAI finally getting pushed down. See, you say that, and then it's going to bounce tomorrow or something stupid, I'm sure. But it is selling off. So, I could agree with that. I could agree with that. Sergeant Nick, or ST Nick, I mean. Listen to Professor Bro. Shout out to Christos. And isn't APLD, do you like NVIDIA? It keeps trending on the... Huh? I don't know what you're asking. Are you high again, Sebluke? You're probably high again. Is today Wednesday? Or is today your day off? Usually you're not in... APLD is trending on the yearly, is it? No, it isn't. It just broke out, and it's having its first big green here, but it's not trending on the yearly. I could see it trending on the yearly at some point. I can agree with that. But it's no NVIDIA. Yeah, Seb Luke, I agree with that. It's gonna come down to the purple line, and then it'll go higher. That's why I keep telling you to just wait for the purple line, hold, and make your 5 to 10x. But you keep flipping, and whatever. You do what you gotta do, man. You do what you gotta do. TSSI looks to be landing up a weekly crossover. I think I have shares of that. I sold the covered call, and I sold the put. Oh yeah, yeah, I bought shares, sold the covered call, and a put here near the purple line. In case it does go under the purple line, I get filled on the put sold. If it goes up, my covered calls get called away, and I make money on the premium on the sold put anyways. I'm just really hedging a lot right now. I just really am. I just better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, weekly crossover on it. Let me check. Weekly crossover. Uh, let's see if it happens. Let's see if it happens. I'm watching it too bad. I'm watching it too, buddy. I'm watching it too. That guy from Mars. I'm watching it too. Trust me. I saw it at the purple line. And I'm like, I'm gonna play it safe. One covered call. Sell a put under that purple line. Let's see what happens. I make money either way. But these stocks are trending on the upwards, increasing revenues every year, and they're going up. They're good quality stocks, you know. Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. But I'm just talking about your entry point. If I'm going to buy APLD, my entry point is not going to be at highs. That's just stupid. Yeah, let me show you, Subluke. Palantir hit a high of, what was it? It hit a high of 124, and then it came down to the purple line. It hit 72. It dropped 50%. Where am I going to buy? Near highs or at the purple line? Would you rather buy at 125 or 70? 125 or 70? And then it ran from 70 to 190. A nice what? Almost 3x? So it's just that simple, Sebluke. You're chasing up here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's better to buy at the purple line. You'll make way more. You keep talking about wanting to make 300%, but you're not willing to wait for the purple line. You're supposed to learn when you've been in my Discord 9+ months. You should have learned this by now. It's not like it's anything complex. Maybe you're so high that you can't tell it's purple. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking sometimes. But the purple line is at 144. So if this comes down to the purple line, buy, or APLD in your case. If you like APLD so much, which is a good one, I agree. But look how far extended it is from that purple line. I remember people telling me, oh, it's never going to come back down from that huge pump here to, what did it pump to? $34, dropped to 85 cents. Pumped to 11.62, dropped to a low of $2.50. Pumped huge to right now where it's at $40. At some point, the gravy train's going to stop and it's going to come back to the purple line at around 15 or 20 or whatever it may be. Then it'll 5x again. Just like Palantir did. Palantir dropped to 70 and almost made it 3x. Like, you keep telling me about wanting to make big bucks and hundreds of percentages, but you're just not willing to wait for the signal and you're not willing to hold. Once you actually get the signal, you're just not willing to hold. You end up flipping it because you're scared. Because you're scared to hold. You flip it for like 10% and then it runs away another 100%. You're like, oh my God, I sold too soon. Like, you still, like, I give you the strategy, and I always say this, the reason I give my strategies away, it's because people like Sebluke don't learn. They don't listen. They don't have the patience. They talk about making 300%, but they don't want to be about it. That's all it is. That's what it is. He's been in here in the Discord for 8+ months, hasn't learned a thing, hasn't made 300% because he's not willing to wait for the signal. It's going to come down at some point, buddy. Just be patient with it. Buy, and then be patient to the upside. Let it appreciate in value, and you'll make your 300%. Patience is your kind of weakness, that you just have none of it, and you need to stop smoking the weed too, probably. Because you hit the blunt probably every day. Man, I'm going in on so many people, but dude, when you've been in the Discord for 8+ months, you should already be a pro. Especially because you talk to me every day. Every day you send me a message. I'm telling you right now, if you're in my Discord and you send me a message and you talk to me and you want to learn, I'm here for you. Because and how fast you learn is going to be about how bad you want it. That's just how it is. If you message me every day, whether it's Nick, whether it's Shaz or Sebluke, or I can't think of any other names right now. I'm probably missing Petrosky. If you message me and tell me I really want to learn, I want to be a pro at this, I'm here for you. We'll get in Discord calls and I'll help you out. Because I get in Discord calls with Joey Shaw all the time, and Joey Shaw is finally learning. Maybe I shouldn't take out loans. Maybe I shouldn't let the divorce that happened, affect how I trade. Maybe I shouldn't take out, leverage, whatever. Like, I'm here. This is what I'm about. So please, Subloop, grab a piece of paper and write down, wait for purple line, buy April the purple line, hold for 3 to 5x. And you will thank me later if you have the discipline to actually follow through. But the ones I'm looking at, if you pull it up over the 3 to 5 years, continues to go up, even if it's in a high. When it comes down, it won't go. Yeah, no, I already read that. Good question. I am following you, and you mentioned on the last one it's hold possibly going to 150. So yeah, if you're looking to hold Galena Keon, if you're looking to hold, yeah, dude, I'm telling you not, dude. I don't know if you're a dude. I shouldn't assume. Galena, please, I'm telling you right now, that one, MP, government contracts. We're gonna need the rare earth materials. I think if you're looking to hold it for 150, I think it's okay to accumulate it, but like don't go all in. Like buy maybe just one share, and be okay with oh it's gonna come down to every dollar that it goes down, add one share or something. Too many people make the mistake of like throwing their entire account. If you're gonna throw 10K at this, you can split that up. You can buy one today and then it comes down to 82, buy another at 85, buy another. Like dollar cost average. Don't try to time it. If you're looking to hold long term, which is what I'm assuming based off what you're saying. But correct me if I'm wrong. And you're in the Discord, I think. You joined recently, so feel free to just message me. If you're in the Discord listening to me right now, I can't look at it because I'm so focused on talking to people and the charts. Yeah, I grew from, this is Seb Luke, I grew from 4K to 12K in 3 months. Yeah, because of the huge hype run from last time. 12K to 20K in like half a year, and now it's currently at 21. So yeah, you're doing great. You would just turn your 21 into like 60K if you just follow the purple line strategy. But the purple line strategy requires extreme patience. So, and a lot of people don't have that. Because people want to buy today and tomorrow it goes 1,000%. All of this since October of 2024. How about RDW under purple line and in Jones and tech space? RDW. What about it? Let me see. Monthly time frame. Oh, okay. Weekly time frame. Oh, it's a buy right now. Wow, that's right at the purple line on the weekly time frame. Right on the weekly time frame, and that acts as huge support too. It look at this. Back then, it touched the purple line on the weekly, and then it bounced from 7.4 to a high of 22. So this is like a huge buy. Like the risk to reward ratio is incredible here. Incredible. It should, technically speaking, if you buy here at 9.38, you gotta give it you have to have a stop that's like very loose, like maybe half of your position with a stop loss at 7.76, which maybe might sound crazy, but usually if you're gonna play something with this wide of us, the wider the stop loss, the less of your position should be half, if that makes sense. So if you normally would go in with 50K here, it's better to go in with 25K and have a wider stop loss. That way you give it some breathing room in case it does come down. So maybe a stop loss at 7.5, and if you buy here, I mean, this is a weekly time frame, so it's going to be a while for this to play out. But that's very good risk to reward ratio, and it's holding on for dear life here, so it does give me a little caution. I would say it's a good RR, so long as you go with half position, half of whatever you would normally put in, and a wider stop. But that's probably very, maybe all of that just went over your head. I'm going to add this to my watch list because that is one hell of a stock. I love a stock that holds the weekly purple line. Let me look at the daily. Here. So yeah, I mean, if anything, it's a red day today, so let's see if it comes down even. If I might play this one myself. Let's see if I play this, it has to come down to like 770 to 8. I'd buy down here. Me personally, if I play this, I'll buy down here, and with a fourth of what? Nah, I would buy with a fourth. Yeah, I wouldn't go half. I'd buy fourth and then stop loss at 7.50. That would be the smart thing to do. Obviously, it might not come down and then it runs away. So that's kind of like just how it is. You kind of have to pick and choose wider stop loss with half position, or wait to see if it maybe comes down here and you can add a bigger position, but you can have a tighter stop too. So that's just kind of, add some advanced stuff. If you don't know, if all that went over your head, then I don't know, message me in the Discord, I guess, if you want an explanation. Come on, Seb Luke. Bought some shares of Deft at 2.1. Deft, I think I was watching that one. Is it? Yeah. This one has a history of breakouts. I'm looking to position myself in this one as well, but I'm kind of waiting to see how the market is always going to play out. I do have this one on my watch list. You can see here, it's on my favorites. It's literally on my favorite. All of these are my favorites, are stocks that I'm watching for a play. But again, I'm being a little cautious because of everything that's lining up on the Bitcoin and NVIDIA side. Because if those tank, the market's gonna go down. RR just going sideways. Yeah, Deft has a huge pattern of breaking out and going higher. And each time it's more, it goes even higher than last time, right? Like it makes a bigger move dollar-wise. So yeah, it always breaks out to new highs out of this pattern. So like I said, I'm just kind of waiting and seeing. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to position myself just yet. But yeah, I like the play. That guy from Mars. I like the play. And no, I didn't technically lose thousands of dollars. Grew to 26, 28. Then it came back down to 18K because I never sold any. That was a new higher profits I never took. So I get your point. MSTR calls. No. No MSTR calls. If you want to buy MSTR calls, I'm going to tell you, Seb need the belt. Gotta whip him. No, MSTR calls. If I buy MSTR calls, because I'm not that guy, Joey Shaw, because I'm smarter than Joey Shaw, because I actually, take the time to learn the technicals. He's learning the technicals right now. I told him, hey, while you're taking a poo, you better open up the charts and study the technicals. And he'll message me being like, hey, am I analyzing this correctly? And I'll be like, yep, that looks good. You kind of have to do it like reps. You got to do it over and over again. Look at charts and analyze it over and over again to finally get to the point where you can just look at something and know what's going on within literally a second. But MSTR calls, I would only buy, me personally, I would only buy MSTR calls down here at 230. Very strong support level. That's where I would buy MSTR calls, because it rallied from 230 to a high of 466. That's where you want to buy MSTR calls. That's where I will buy MSTR calls. I'm not buying them here. You better have a stop loss, and you better take the loss, because you don't want to be holding this all the way down to 230 unless you're actually going to buy long term. Because Joey Shaw has MSTR calls that are like short term dated, like 4 to 6 months. If you can't afford the 2-year leaps, then don't bother. But the safest thing to do is just wait for 230. But I wouldn't blame you for buying here, because it does look like maybe it's a double bottom. So up to you. But I'm going to wait for 230, guys. I'm telling you right now, if I buy MSTR calls, it's 230. And I'll add 25 shares on top. But that's about it. And I necessarily don't want to be rich quick with my IQ of 128 and my math skills safely. It should take 4 years or less with their... I wish Trucker Jeff was reading this. He'd be laughing. All I need is 50% trades, of course. I'm not going in every time, so it will take more than 48 trades. Yeah, it's going to take hundreds of trades to grow. The only way you would grow fast is if you got lucky, or you just, honestly, just, like I said, just buy APLD at the purple line when it comes down. And that's it. And hold it for the 300%. You'll grow faster that way. Faster in terms of account growth in one trade, in one single trade. That's like the easiest thing to do. But you're probably not going to listen based on what you keep talking about. Dude, there's guys with Harvard degrees and 160 IQ who failed to beat the market. IQ isn't everything. He doesn't have IQ. Let's just be real. With the amount of he smokes weed literally every day. In fact, he could have his account would be at 30K if he just didn't smoke weed and just kept the money. Deft go ups once Genius Act passes. If I can get 200 to 300, 10% gains on $1,000, for example, no. Just I'm telling Seb Luke, I'm giving you I'm literally giving you the strategy. Buy APLD, purple line, hold for 300%. That's it. Thank me later. Do you think TSM puts are good for earnings tomorrow? No. That's called gambling, my friend. That's called gambling. Puts, I mean, you're basically betting on TSM AI sector as a whole, just not really getting much. Well, yeah, I forgot about TSM reporting earnings. If it has good earnings, then that'll give NVIDIA a pump too. And I'll make money on those covered calls being called. Yeah, on that one covered call. And the sold put, I'll keep the premium. I kind of like this. I forgot about TSM having earnings. I mean, if you want to flip the coin, go for it. Go right ahead. That's on you. If you want to flip a coin, buy your puts. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. If you buy those puts, I'm telling you right now, good luck to you, sir. I commend you for being the gambler that you are. At least you admit it. Like, yes, I'm a gambler. I want to play the 50-50 coin flip. I want to bet against America. I want to bet against... because I'm pretty sure America gets their chips from Taiwan, no? Gets the materials or something, if I recall. So you're betting against America by buying puts on TSM. I know it's from Taiwan. I get it, but we still get our stuff from there. So... and I am following the purple line. I'm impatient, and I follow your buy orders. I made $7,000 in the 8 months I've been in your Discord. I think you've made more than that, if I recall. But and I buy at the purple line. I follow your alerts. But you know, imitation is the serious point. Oh God, he's pulling out the Disney codes. I'll do your trades, but you know I want to be like you and be able to make my own trades too. Well, you got to learn technical. You got to learn the charts, buddy. You and Joey Shaw are pretty much the same person. They just want to throw money at the markets. You both have to learn charts if you want to be on my level. Because charts are everything to me. That's why I'm good at this. It's all charts. Due diligence, I don't really do due diligence. It's rare that I do it, but I should do due diligence because it would help find plays before they pump. But the purple line strategy works. Anyone who was here at the beginning of the year, if you bought APLD, if you bought, Rigetti, all those other stocks that I was alerting when they were under 10, Soundhound, they all went up, 80%, 300%, somewhere around there, 500%. So a lot of you who just joined the Discord, you're literally joining right when everything's already gone up, basically is what that is. How much is the purple line for APLD? I believe it's $15. So it's got a long way down. Long way down. Long way down. All right, guys. Let me see if I'm going to buy anything. I'm going to just check once again. Let's see what the market is doing. Mags jumping. Veritone up 67%. QSI pumping. HOND pump. NVTS $15. If you were here at the beginning of the stream, what did I tell you? That looks like it's going to $15, and it did. Again, it's just this was obvious to me, and I told you guys under $10 it's a buy. So I don't Subluke. If you didn't buy NVTS, that's on you. I was screaming buy on this one. If you missed out, again, that's on you. APLD, that was a buy under 10. Don't care. Wait, Archer? Do I care about you? No, I don't care about you. Serve Robotics, don't care. PPTA, don't care. AMD, if it breaks 240, wow. Ooh, I'm going to add that to my watch list. I might play some calls on that one. We'll see. Oh, wait, that's right. We'll see. Because TSM reports earnings. So if TSM reports bad earnings, it's going to drop. AMD's going to, drop with it. Or else it'll gap up above 240 if TSM has good earnings. I don't know if I'll be able to play calls then. Because it might gap up or down on me. We'll see. eGain, what is eGain doing? Nano, what is this? Nano X breaking out. AIMD breaking out. A lot of stocks breaking out, going higher today. TSSI, I'm already in that one. UEC, I'm already out of that. Don't care for it right now. By the way, the Bitcoin mining sector. No, I did not buy BMNR. I did not buy BMNR. I'm not buying it. I'm not. Again, I wouldn't blame you for buying it. Again, if Bitcoin holds the purple line, we should see a bounce. But there's just a history of Bitcoin going sideways and then breaking down below the purple line, then tanking like 40K, which would send MSTR and BMNR and Ethereum and everything else down. So I'm just being cautious. I'm being extra cautious because everyone's being so euphoria. There's too much euphoria for my too much euphoria. That's why I'm like hedging constantly with covered calls and sold puts. AVGO. This sucks. This sucks so much. AVGO, if it can break above 359, it can go to 370. Let me add that one for calls. I think calls might be a good play for that one. But Taiwan Semiconductor has earnings, so that's kind of wait, does it have earnings today or tomorrow? It's tomorrow, no? Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So these semiconductors are about to get a big move up or down. That much I know. So AVGO though, if it breaks above 359, it goes to 370. So that's money on calls right there. Like you're gonna bank on calls on that one, if it does happen. I hope it doesn't break out today. It does look like it wants to break out above it today, but we'll see. I hope it goes sideways and then tomorrow we get the breakout. If it doesn't happen today, if it does happen today, if the breakout happens today, oh well, boo-hoo for me, whatever. There's other opportunities elsewhere. FIG. Don't care for FIG, MBOT, no, Mara, no. Yeah, I don't really see it. I'm just gonna sit back, man. The hardest thing to do in the markets is just sit back and relax. Is Hood finding support here? Wait, what's SoFi doing? SoFi is just nah. Semiconductors trying to break out and go higher. If it can break, yeah. So yeah. Taiwan Semiconductor earnings is gonna decide what direction semiconductors go in. I'm hoping up, personally, because then I make my money on my NVIDIA covered calls and the sold put expires. My watch list has gotten so much bigger. Yeah, KSEP, look at this. KSEP comes down to the purple line and then bounces, then probably going to sell off as usual. So I'll be looking to reposition back at the purple line. Google, Meta finding support at the purple line. Double bottom potentially. Again, tomorrow with TSM earnings, it's going to have a ripple effect on AI stocks. So definitely, I'm just going to sit back. Sit on hands and do nothing. As little as possible. Palantir's just been going sideways here. So either we're going to break out above 188 and go to 200, or we're going to start dropping like a hotcake. So we're just stuck in a trading range on some stocks. And again, that makes me be very cautious. AMC and this bullish falling wedge, I'm going to add that to my favorites because that's if that breaks out, we should see it move higher. What else? So there's still some opportunities out there. But I'm just being cautious, guys. That's just how I am. I can't even not be cautious. I just have to be cautious. GRNY. Why do I like you? I like GRNY. I think this one's good for long. For a good, like, 100% move. Long term, like, for the next 2 years. NVIDIA, red. Sitting at, literally going sideways for 2 days now. It's almost like NVIDIA is waiting for TSM earnings. That's kind of how it comes off here. Like, it's just waiting for TSM earnings. That's how it feels. I've seen this before, where TSM is going to have earnings and NVIDIA just goes sideways in anticipation of it and then makes a big move based on how TSM moves. GameStop finding support here. It's literally a buy down here. Did I sell a put on this? Oh, I haven't bought GameStop. I was going to sell a put at 22.50. I might do that today. Let me see. C3AI. Let me check C3AI. What about it? That was a buy at 15. Gap close to 20. It could go for the gap close. I get nah. I got nothing to say about it. I think, if I recall, isn't this the company that just has the name AI in it, but it doesn't actually have a business? I remember seeing a short report on it. It's not actually like a real AI business. It just has the AI name and it pumps because of the AI in its name. That's about it. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've read from the past. Let me look at GME here. Papa John's. I'm buying. But I haven't had Papa John's in a while. I haven't had Papa John's in a while. I think Papa John's is a buy. Buy yourself a nice, pepperoni pizza. I always hear about this Subloop guy. Is he a real life friend? If not, this guy doesn't sound like he listens to you. Breachstone. He's not a real life friend. He's a Discord member, buddy, I guess. I'll call him a buddy. Maybe not friend. I don't consider someone a friend until I meet them in real life. But yeah, he doesn't listen. But somehow he's still profitable. Funny enough, he's still profitable despite not listening. So yeah, GME here. I'm gonna sell a put and see if I can get filled at 22.5. Let me see how much that's gonna cost. So here's an alert right here. Maybe let me check. The options chain for, because GME down here, it always bounces off of this. It has done so every single time. So, but if it does come down lower, it would come down to like 22.50. So if I'm gonna sell, it would be it would have to be a point at 22.50 maybe. We'll see. Let me check. Options trade, sell to open, one put on GME at 22.5 for next week maybe. Let me check next week. I would only get paid $19. That's garbage. Never mind, I'm not selling the put. But technically I could buy 100 shares and sell a covered call expiring next week for what, 24, let's say, for a nice premium of $84. No. For a premium of $39. I don't like it. It's a buy here if you want to buy shares and hold, but I was looking to get paid to buy shares. But I only get paid like $9 if I sell a put on this. On Mara, you can make way more because it's so much more volatile. So nope, GME, not for me. Domino's Pizza, I like their fettuccine alfredo with bacon and sausage. I like the white pizza from Domino's Pizza. All right, where was I? Uber coming on down. MSTR, it's barely holding on there. QQQ up and Q up. Rich Tech Robotics just going sideways here. Honestly, I think the safest thing to do with RR is just going to be wait for the day of the pump. Because last year, when it revealed the new robot, it pumped the day of. The day of the robot reveal is when it pumped. So that would be the safest thing to do. You can buy in anticipation, yes, but the safest thing to do would be to just buy the day of on a crossover. So we'll see what I do. I'm still gonna jump back into RR, but I'm all about doing it, smart and following my rules. Feel free to, go all in if you want. That's on you. Believe me, there's a lot of you that make more because you actually take the gambles, whereas I'm more strategic. But I am very consistent. And, there's some people who make 90% return 1 month and then the next month they give it all back and then some. Because they have no consistency because you're literally just gambling. That's just kind of expected. You can't expect to gamble and win 100% of the time. But with strategy, you can win 100% of the time. We have a 100% win rate on Mara and NVIDIA this year. And Sybil. On Sybil stock, I think we have a 100% win rate as well, if I recall. Yeah, we haven't lost on that one either, I believe. So yeah, we have a list of like 100% win rate stocks, and we just, that's our bread and butter. Cyber. Why do I have my eyes on? Oh no, I don't care for cyber. Looking through. I don't think I see anything else. Spidey. Lift red. IQST color red. Is there anything? BMNR. BMNR. Where's BMNR? I just saw it right now. Rigetti red. SCHD. Yeah. TSM reporting earnings tomorrow is going to be like a huge catalyst, because if they show any signs of weakness, the AI, like, it's going to have a ripple effect across all of AI stocks. So that's going to be fun tomorrow. Tomorrow after hours, it's going to be very fun. Or do they report in the morning? I don't remember when they report. Yeah, Amazon red. Amazon is red and under the purple line. Can anyone tell me why Amazon is showing so much weakness? Like, why is it red? And it's under the purple line, and it tried to get over it twice, and it can't. So this is bearish. This usually means we're going to tank, right? This happened last time. And does anyone know why Amazon stock is behaving like this? It's showing a lot more weakness than a lot of the other big boys. It's a big company, so why is its stock behaving like this? Is it just for telling? Is it just telling us ahead of time, hey, we're tanking because there's something seriously wrong with the economy, and everything else is going to follow us? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be like, if this is telling us something right now, because there's got to be a reason why such a big company is tanking right now. That does not make sense. I don't know. That's just very odd to me. Such a big company to be struggling to create highs while everything else is very, very strange. Adobe, I think I told you guys to buy puts on this one. I told you if this doesn't hold, it was going to tank, and that's exactly what it's doing right now. If it doesn't find buyers today, it's going to just go down lower. So yeah, no one should be surprised by this. I think I told people to buy puts here at like literally the trend line. So 357 to 333, you made a lot of money if you bought the puts. I just don't know anything about Adobe to make the play. And I just don't short. We never short in the Discord. We never buy puts. We always go long. Always long. Because the market goes up over the long term anyways. ARC B, I'm in that. I'm good. Bitcoin goes up over the long term. So not concerned about that one. BBAI, trying to hold 8s. If it doesn't, we come on down. How big is my watch list? It's so big. It's not... how do you say it's so big in Japanese? Dekayo? Dekayo, something like that, I'm sure. Dekai? I don't know. I don't remember. Bitcoin. If Bitcoin closes today under the purple line, I'm telling you right now, not good. Not good. Bezos is selling Amazon and China tariffs on Amazon. Okay. That explains a lot. Okay. All right, guys, that's it. I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I think I'm actually losing my voice now. I would exercise caution because we do have TSM earnings, and that's going to have a ripple effect on AI stocks. So just sit back and relax. I'm going to end this by saying the hardest thing to do in the stock market is just sit back and do nothing. And what did I do today? I did nothing. Literally, what did I do? I just talked about how I'm not going to do anything. Like, sometimes that's the hardest part, is just doing nothing. You don't have to force trades. Just sit back and relax and let the market figure itself out first. Because right now, we're at a point where Bitcoin looks like it doesn't want to hold. NVIDIA is just sitting there red. The kings of the stock market and crypto, they're just sitting there big red doing nothing. Like they're waiting for something. And I assume that's TSM earnings. So sit back and relax. Sometimes there's going to be a whole week where I do nothing. because that's literally the best thing to do sometimes, is just do nothing. All right, guys, I'll see you.